Greetings, my friends. Today we're going to talk about shapeshifting. Makes you see spiritual entities. Yes, you heard me right. Especially animal-kin types, because animals can see ghosts, see in the spiritual realm, and even travel in it, back and forth through portals they make instinctively. Cats and some other animals can also predict death and feel demons around the house. So, if you see that way, it's just quite logical that you'll be able to see all of these once you perform a significant shift. Maybe, may it be even mental shift or physical shifting, as long as you're trying to revert your human brain to a more primitive mind, which is the one of the animal. Yes, you will be able to see more light spectrums than you used to, because animals see a lot more spectrums, like you can see the astral realm and everything that humans cannot see. If you indeed decide to be shift or in mental shift or any type of shift, you might, yes, be able to see death and decay, spirits and demons, aliens and third-dimensional beings, entities, portals, spirit guides, crypto creatures, and more. The shapeshifter's life is quite overwhelming and scary, and it is not for the faint of heart. We are here to speak about the real stuff. Always the truth, but the truth is kinda hard to take because it's a lot and it's overwhelming. So tell yourself, are you ready for such challenge, stress or fear? You're going to see eventually bad things too, like demons and bad entities. So if you are not ready, do not open your third eye, do not open your dragon eye, do not open any possibility for you to see these bad entities, because you will. There has been stories of cats and dogs predicting death in people before it happens. Also in wolves, they can predict the death of, example, some kind of prey that are going to die. Some of these preys are sick and they can smell it through the bones, but it is not always the case. Sometimes an animal is just old and the wolves, they know that the death is coming, and they wait, and it happens. You often see paranormal videos of cats and dogs in distress, barking, growling, hissing at spirits or things, invisible things that are not there for the human eyes to see. I personally have been terrified of ghosts all of my life, and I had to learn the hard way that when you shift, you may indeed see spirits in the astral realm in general. I do claim that I physically transformed once, or it may have been a really huge, powerful astral projection, but I'll never know. So I still had this very, very scary moment that happened when I P-shifted for the first time. I used to block that fear of ghosts and everything for a long time, but it's pointless now. I still live in a haunted house with the dragon guardians and so much entities and gates, and turns out ghosts are not that scary, but you gotta be careful with that. Do not go ghost hunting, do not go playing Ouija or doing dangerous stuff, okay? Shapeshifting is not magic, it's just energy work. It's a natural energy in you that's gonna work, and the mind goes over the matter, so the mind can tell the matter that it's not in the right body. So for me, personally it makes sense. But it's okay if some people don't believe in transformation. I respect that too. It's just my personal opinion of it. Also, the only way to face your fears is to face your fears. So just go ahead, go into a cemetery, go into places, haunted stuff, and you will realize soon that ghosts are just like normal people, and aliens are just advanced people, and the things you will see, they're not as scary as they seem in your head. most of the time you don't even realize you're seeing a ghost. Like, it's like just looking at normal people, alive people, living, breathing people. It's not that different. It's very weird. It's a very weird sensation. And the first time I P-shifted, I've seen a ghost in my mirror. And when I looked back, this ghost tried to, I don't know, hug, strangle me, pick your fear. So I run toward a window and I just jumped out of the window. It was very, very scary for me. So I confirm, yes, animals can see ghosts, and we already knew that because science and statistics showed us that animals have this sensibility to feel things and see things that humans don't, because of the light spectrum is so small for the human compared to the animals. And my personal experience also was in mental shifting. Once I did a mental shift, a very hard, very focused, very intense mental shift meditation, like the common way. I laid down and started to meditate, and I suddenly had flashes, like of a deer. So the deer was alive 1 second, then the deer was dead in a flash. Like I saw it dead, like it was just ripped from fangs or claws, that it just had been killed. It's like I envisioned the deer being dead. It wasn't something I controlled. You see things, you see flashes, you see faces appearing in your face. You can see the astral realm, you can see dragons, you can see demons, and all this crazy kind of stuff. I've been through a lot of nightmares in which I was trapped by Nogitsunes, even leprechauns. I didn't even know leprechauns were a real thing, but they were. A lot of scary things, actually. And all I can say is surround yourself with good guardian angels, or good guardians, or good spirits that could help you. Could be deceased loved ones, could be anyone. Do not play with magic, any kind of weird magic, or just magic at all, because it always backfires. Magic isn't bad, but magic is risky, so be careful to know what you're doing before doing it, and knowing the consequences of your action before doing this. But no, shapeshifting is not about magic. Shapeshifting is more natural. It's an animal thing. If you're born with an animal soul, your soul knows by instinct that you are not in the right body. You have the soul of the animal, so everything that comes with it, you remember as a soul. Like, you know how to be an animal, you feel it inside, it comes naturally. And you know, seeing ghosts comes when you start to revert back your brain to a previous state, which gonna happen if you try to mental shift or do any type of shifting at all. And you must know in advance, yes, this might happen. You might see ghosts and other entities. Be sure you're ready for this, my friend. Be sure you're ready for this. It's not for the faint of heart, as I said earlier. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.
But don't you dare to forget to subscribe and like and comment if you love this, because you will not be able to see more of my stuff if you don't.